So what if the very technology that we're all a little worried is dumbing us down could actually be the key to making us smarter? Today, we are going to explore exactly how you can turn artificial intelligence into your very own personal brain trainer. Let's jump right in.
But first, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? That question that seems to follow AI everywhere: is it just making us lazy? Is this incredible tool slowly turning our brains into, well, mush?
Well, we're going to tackle that head-on and frame that whole concern as what it really is: a myth. It's a huge misunderstanding of just how powerful these tools can become when we stop being passive consumers and instead become active users.
Look, the fear is totally understandable. I get it. When you have something that can spit out an answer, or an essay, or a summary in seconds, it's so easy to just see it as an answer machine. And the worry, of course, is that if we stop doing that hard mental work, our critical thinking muscles are just going to wither away.
But what if we just flipped that entire idea on its head? Seriously, what if, instead of a crutch, we started looking at AI as a cognitive dumbbell? You know, a tool that's not designed to do the thinking for you, but to actually challenge your thinking with you. And this, right here, is the huge mindset shift. The common view is that AI is a crutch you lean on for easy answers. But the power user view, that's seeing AI as a sparring partner, a challenger that actually forces you into a real mental workout. And that's the mindset we're going to unlock today. So let's give this idea a name: the cognitive trainer. Think about it like a personal trainer you hire for the gym. You don't pay them to lift the weights for you, right? No way. You pay them to push you, to make sure your form is right, and to help you get stronger. That is exactly how we can start using AI for our minds.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get really practical. We're going to break down 3 specific, powerful cognitive workouts that you can start doing with AI, like right now, to actively build up your mental muscle.
So here's our workout plan. First, we're going to use AI to challenge our own assumptions. Then, we'll use it to simulate really important, even high-stakes conversations. And finally, we'll get its help to visualize complex ideas so they actually stick in your brain.
All right, our first workout is all about breaking out of our own echo chambers. You know how it is? We all have this natural tendency to look for information that just confirms what we already believe. This exercise is designed to completely shatter that comfort zone.
And it's so much simpler than you think. Instead of asking AI to tell you why your idea is great, you command it to attack your idea. A prompt just like this one instantly forces you to face the absolute best arguments from the other side.
Now, the point here isn't to prove yourself wrong. The point is to stress test your own logic. This workout is incredible because it shatters your confirmation bias, it shines a spotlight on the weak spots in your reasoning, and in the end, it helps you build a much stronger, more bulletproof argument.
Okay, let's level up with our next workout. This builds directly on the last one. Now, we're not just challenging an idea in the abstract, we're practicing how to communicate and defend it by turning AI into your own personal sparring partner.
Just imagine this. You've got a huge presentation coming up, or a job interview, maybe even a tough negotiation. With a prompt like this, you can run through that exact scenario dozens of times, getting ready for the trickiest questions and perfecting your answers, all in a completely safe space.
The benefits here are just huge. You get to practice putting your thoughts into words under pressure. You start to anticipate the curveball questions people might throw at you, and you can even fine-tune your entire communication style. It's like having an on-demand coach for any conversation you can imagine.
And for our final workout, we're going to tap into one of the most powerful ways our brains learn and remember: visualization. So many complex ideas are hard to grasp simply because they're abstract. This technique completely changes the game.
I love this example. It's perfect. Instead of asking for some dry textbook definition, you ask the AI to give you a powerful metaphor. You're basically telling it, hey, translate this incredibly complex, abstract idea into a simple, concrete picture that my brain can actually grab onto and remember.
So why does this work so incredibly well? Well, it's because our brains are fundamentally wired for stories and images, not for boring, abstract data. This method turns those difficult concepts into memorable mental pictures, which dramatically improves your long-term recall and makes it clear how all the different pieces fit together.
So when you start putting all of this together, you can see a really fundamental shift happening. You go from being a passive person just asking for answers to being the active director of your own mental growth, using AI as your most powerful tool. And that, right there, is the real takeaway. True intelligence in this new age of AI, it's not about memorizing a bunch of facts or having instant answers. It's about being curious. It's about mastering the art of asking sharp, creative, and challenging questions that push both you and the AI to think on a whole new level.
Which kind of leaves us with a pretty deep question to chew on, doesn't it? Could we be on the verge of a totally new kind of intelligence, not artificial and not just human, but a true hybrid, a cognitive partnership? One where our unique ability to question and create, combined with AI's power to process and simulate, unlocks a level of thinking that humanity has never seen before. What do you think?